let's open the door and see what we got. Now, zooming in and out does not take any turns. You can do that as much as you want. All right, looking good. Let's push M. Okay, well, we got a choice to make. Do we go up toward the city, where there's clearly a lot happening? Do we go toward the farmhouse, which there might be less going on, but also there might be fewer spoils to get? Or do we go to the mansion? I've never done a mansion before, so that sounds interesting, but I would like to start with what I know first. Okay. I'm going to go to the house. So I'm going to make my way to this house first. I'm going to try to come in through the back. So I pushed escape to get out of the map. I'm going to zoom in just a bit and start walking out. I'm going to push C to close the door because I will come back to this place. And I'm going to start walking and hope for the best. Now you can see there's something on the floor. I'm going to push G. It's a rock. So I actually like picking these up. I'm going to pick one up because it gives you the option to throw a rock if an enemy is if an enemy is far enough away, you can throw rocks at it and actually do damage and get better at throwing, and then switch to your melee weapon before they get to you if you time it just right. So lately I've been on a kick where I like picking up rocks. What is that? There's something over there in the lower right. I don't want to walk all the way down there to see it because I don't know what's down there. So I'm going to use semicolon, and I'm going to move my cursor to it. Diggable, plowable. It's a twin engine. So there's just a straight up engine just on the floor. Somebody just left an engine on the floor. I'm going to push escape to get out of that. I don't know much about vehicles yet, so I'm not going to mess with that until later. For now, I'm just going to keep walking toward the house. Let me ensure that safe mode is on. Okay, it says safe mode on, so I'm going to walk and hope. Uh-oh. So, we have a corpse. Now, as you can see, there's a little yellow triangle with an exclamation point in the middle. That means that this thing is dead. Whatever it is dead. But the world being what it is, our character knows that things that die come back as zombies. So that means this thing is in danger of waking up and becoming a zombie. It's dead now, but it could be a zombie. That's what that mark means. So it's telling us, be careful. Let's get a little closer. Okay, I'm going to push G because I want to examine it. What do we have? A balaclava, cargo pants, a hairpin, a pair of stockings, which wouldn't fit me, a pair of panties, which wouldn't fit me, a sports bra, and the corpse of a human that is fresh and currently frozen. Frozen on a spring day. That's weird. I don't know enough about the world to know if the weather did that or if some kind of terrible monster did it. But for now, duly noted. Now, I'm not above stripping a corpse in a game like this. I will take anything that looks valuable. I will take the pants off of a dead zombie, even if they are filthy and stinky and gross, and I will keep them. Because it is possible to wash those things later. And even repair them. So if there was anything on here that I want, I would just grab it. But as you might notice, there are marks next to each bit of equipment. The balaclava has two yellow lines. One is straight and one is diagonal. That is basically how life or HP is presented in this game, or expressed in this game. The best thing is straight bars that are green. Like if you look at my health, for example, my head health, my torso health, my arm health, see how it's all just dark green straight bars? That's full. If something is damaged or hurt, like a body part or even clothing in this case, the straight line will turn diagonal, like as you can see is happening in my stamina. If it's hurt again, it'll go down, and then it'll change color. That diagonal line will disappear, and eventually when there's only a few lines left, it will change color, like this balaclava has, to yellow. So the balaclava is damaged. Not so damaged, but damaged. But if you look at things like the hairpin or the sports bra, they are very damaged. Now, as things are damaged in this game, they do lose defensive ability. You can wear them, but they're easier to destroy because it's basically their durability is low. And also, the lower their durability gets, the less protection they provide. So it's kind of rare you'll find something on a zombie that you really want to take. I don't even know what a balaclava is, I'm not going to lie. Let me read here. A warm covering that protects the head and face from the cold. It looks like, as far as protection, 0.10, 0.10, 0.10 for bash, cut, ballistic. Warmth 30. I don't know that it's really worth taking. But you know what? I will take it. So I'm going to push A. That says I want to take that. I'm not going to take anything else because everything else is damaged and I'm not far enough into the apocalypse to have to consider wearing like sports bras or women's underwear just yet. So I'm going to push enter. And okay, you picked up your baklava. Cool. Now I'm going to shift W for wear. Okay, so here's something neat about the game that I wanted to explain. So we learned that shift W lets you wear whatever you have in your inventory that you're just holding onto, right? Well, if you push shift W next to wearable stuff, even if you're not holding it, the game will list it as an option for you to hold. So yes, I have my balaclava, which I can wear, but it's also giving me the option of putting on the cargo pants, the stockings, the hairpin, everything from the dead human. So that's super convenient if you're next to a dead body that has a lot of clothing you want to wear, or if you're in a clothing store or a closet and there's just a ton of clothes, you can push shift W and just kind of pick what you want. Just try to be mindful of your weight, try to be mindful of your warmth, if it's too hot, stuff like that. So I'm going to take the balaclava. And I get to pick what I want to wear. So using up and down, I'm going to select, and then I'm going to push enter on the balaclava. Boom. I am now wearing the balaclava. Let me push I for inventory to confirm. There it is. Okay. Cool. Great. Now, what do I do about this zombie, or future zombie? It's a dead human. How can I stop it from rising up? Well, you smash it. Unfortunately, you just have to smash it with your, in my case, my plank, until it's just goo that can no longer rise up. Now, I know that's gross and graphic, but that's just the way of the world now. So, the same button we used to smash the door in the evacuation shelter, we pushed S for smash, and I'm going to smash the body. I'm going to target the body by pushing 6, which is just basically the direction of where it is. Okay. The corpse is pulped. Now, normally that would result in just blood everywhere, but I guess because it's frozen to death, pulping it didn't result in a ton of blood. But now there is no longer a triangle. No longer a triangle means this is safe. That means this is no longer a threat to me. Problem solved. Okay, let's continue the trek. Actually, before I do, though, I do want to see what this is. Oh, I can't interact with it. Well, let's do semicolon. Bluebells, so they're flowers. I'm going to push escape. If you want to interact with flowers, sometimes you can't push G, but you can push E, because remember, E will bring up the will automatically bring up the actions that the game thinks that you are most likely to choose. So I'm going to push E. Do I want to pick the bluebell? You know what? I'm going to say no. I don't even know what a bluebell is. Some kind of flower, but can you eat it? I don't know. Whatever. Keep moving. Sometimes the game will autosave like you just saw. I'm going to keep going. So the fact that I'm able to keep moving is great. That means I'm not in danger, because remember, we have safe mode on. Safe mode will freeze the game if anything looks... Oh crap. Spoke too soon. So I can't move. It's like the game freezes almost. Now, when we look at the lower right, it says spotted a wild boar. Safe mode is on. Okay, so the game is frozen. Everything's frozen. I have a second to kind of collect my thoughts. I'm going to push Shift V. Now, Shift V means view. And what it does is it will show us threats on the screen. It also shows items of interest, but we're going to ignore that. So you push Shift V, and now we see items, but we're going to push Tab to switch to monsters. This is the most important thing. So we see the boar. Here he is. And you can also see there's a little white dots that kind of lead to where I am in relation to it. So it's kind of far, but let's look at it. Wild boar is hostile, so it will attack me if it sees me. The next line, can it see me? No, can't see your current location, but it is faster than you. Okay, good. I can still run away from this without getting spotted and without having to fight. In this game, I hate to say it, but if you can avoid a fight, it's probably for the best. Now, maybe there's hunting, maybe there's reasons to kill wildlife in this game, but for me, I haven't discovered those. So I'm going to push escape, and I'm going to push up. Oh no, I have to disable safe mode, so I'm going to do exclamation point. Now safety mode is off, I'm on my own. I'm going to go up, up, up. Now, as long as that boar wasn't chasing me, should be out of screen and I should be okay. Let's put Shift V again. Tab. No more monsters around. So I'm out of his view, he's out of my view, all good. I'm going to push escape. I'm going to push exclamation point to turn the safe mode back on because I do appreciate the early warning. The house is on the left. I kind of want to see this car though. So I'm going to go to the car. Safe mode again. Shift V. What do we got? Another wild boar. Lower right. Doesn't see me. I'm not going to worry about it for now. I'm going to push escape. Exclamation points. Turn safe mode off. I'm going to go to the front of this car. Okay, so now that I'm next to the car, you probably want to know, can we drive cars? The answer is absolutely yes, you can. So the next question would be, can we drive this car? Well, let's find out. We push the letter E for examine, same as before. You push E, it gives you the options of, doing the thing that the game thinks you would most likely want to do. I want to examine the car, so I can either push down to examine it, or I can push lower right. Either way, it'll be the same effect. We want to examine the vehicle. So I'm going to push enter because it's already highlighted. Here we go. This is a lot, I'm not going to lie. But all you really need to focus on is the battery and the fuel and the tires. Those are the three main things. So in the lower middle of the screen, or you know what, in the middle of the screen, let's look. What do we have? A gasoline engine. How much gasoline do we have? 6.8 liters. I don't know much about the metric system, but I think that's probably enough to drive a car. What about the battery? 6%, still going. Nice. So the next thing we need to check is in the upper left. You see I'm moving around with the arrow keys, with the numpad, same as always. You can kind of examine each individual part and see if it's damaged or usable. This says we have enough wheels. In the lower left, the wheels are the next thing we have to check, and it says we do have wheels. So actually, we could drive this car if we wanted to. I've literally never done that. Every time I find a car, it's always wrecked. But I don't want to drive a car right now. There's lots to explore here, but I will make a note of it. So I'm going to push escape. I'm going to push E again, and I'm going to remember this vehicle's position. Now, if you push M, I don't know what actually that does. I'm not going to lie. This is my first time doing that. I assume it will mark it on the map somehow, some way. So I'm just going to remember where it is, because eventually, if we do live long enough to drain this area of its resources, we're going to want to take a car and get the heck out of here. I don't remember if safety mode's on, so I'm going to turn it on. It's on, but still can't move because of the pigs. Turning it off. And going to continue toward the house. Here we go. Now, from this point, I want to kind of start looking for entrances. That window is open. You can pass through an open window. So that might be my best bet. You could always just walk through the front door, but you never know. Sometimes it could be booby-trapped. It could be locked. Who knows? Open window, guaranteed entryway. So let's go do that. Now, somebody... Well, there's a lot going on. Oh, there's a zombie in there. Zombie in the house. That is unfortunate because we don't really have a great weapon or anything. Can he see me? Let's find out. I'm using semicolon. He can see me, so he sees me. I got a choice to make here. You know what? I'm gonna fight because he might be the only one, and there looks like there's a lot to be gained from being here. So I have a plank in my hand. I'm a martial artist. Well, I mean, I have melee combat training. So let's try it. So I do have a rock. I'm going to push T to throw the rock. I'm going to select the rock. I have to drop my plank to do this. Very risky move. And now it auto-targets him, the zombie. F will throw. So I'm going to push F. Your rock is not a valid Escrima target. You hear a thud. I guess I missed. Not the most great example of how that can work, but I'm going to push G because I want to pick my weapon back up. Now, normally when you push G, you pick a direction. If you want to pick the direction immediately below you, you push period. I'm going to pick up my plank. I'm going to wield it. Oh, God. And here we go. Zombie has me. Now, I'm not even going to break free because I'm not running. I'm going to fight. So I'm going to hit him. You hit him by targeting or by trying to walk on top of his space. So in this case, the upper left, which would be the number 7. Here we go. Boom! Snapped out at him for 14 damage. Okay. We can actually check his life while we fight. I'm going to push semicolon to examine. This doesn't take a turn. Here he is. He's got a lot of life. Okay. You can see his life bar right there, the green bars. My smack took away one of his bars. I'm going to push escape. And there's 2 ways to play this. I can back out, try to rip out of his hand, or I can just fight him to death. I probably should try to back out. So I'm going to try to run away, actually. So I'm going to push to the right to get away. I was able to. You break out of his grip, but he bit me. That's okay. He's still chasing me. I'm going to hit him now. Boom. You break out of the grab. He bites me again. You snap him. I'm going to move to the right again. He follows me. Now, there's probably a way to time this if you're faster than they are. Since we're about the same, I guess there's really no point. I'm going to hit him again. I'm bleeding. Nothing I can do about that now. Hit him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. And hit him again. Phew! Okay, now I'm in a bad way. My arm is bleeding. As you can see in the upper right, the letters have turned red. That means it's actively bleeding. But first, we have a more prominent threat. You remember the yellow triangle with the exclamation mark? That means this thing could come back. I don't know how long it takes, so I'm going to smash him. S to smash. Boom. Now he's dead. All right. Now we got to look around this house. But I have to secure it first. So I'm going to go back to the window. Close the window. Close the curtains. Somebody was kind enough to already block. As you can see, they barricaded the windows. They moved these end tables or cabinets or whatever they are in front of the windows. That's great. Okay, looks like we're good. I'm going to do a quick look around just by walking. Make sure I don't hear any zombies or see any zombies. Make sure I close any windows that might be open so that people or zombies don't know I'm here. Okay. Man, I really picked the wrong house. So you see how there's an ear mark. That means I heard something coming from that direction. That means something moved over there. So this isn't really great. I'm going to avoid that side of the house. There's also a downstairs. Well, if I can't really stay here, I'm going to pick up what I can pick up and get the heck out of here. So let's push G. Push to the left. There's a glass bottle with a Long Island. You know what? I'm going to push escape and I'm going to drink it. So to eat or drink something, you use Shift E for eat. You can have it on your person, or if it's around you, that will work. So I don't even have to pick this thing up. I'm just going to drink it right now. So I'm going to push Shift E. I have a protein ration in my inventory, so it offers me that. I have the cigarettes, so it offers me those, and the tea. There's 3 of them here. I'm going to push Enter to drink one. You heard a whump. Stop consuming. So whenever you hear a noise, it gives you the option to stop doing what you're doing and run. Normally, that's a good idea. I know there's zombies in the other room. They may or may not know I'm here. So I'm going to not stop. I'm going to push no and keep drinking. No, 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 no. Now you can just push Shift I to ignore it all and go, but just in case something does come out, I want to be ready. So I'm going to keep pushing. Oh, wow, 6%. I pushed no. There we go, finished. I'm going to push escape. Hopefully that'll help with my pain because I'm in mild pain because of the zombie bite. I lost another achievement there. Let's see what this is on the lower left. A desk fan. I'm not going to mess with that. What I was really hoping was to get some food or get to a bathroom. But there's zombies everywhere, so that is a bit of a challenge. So let's... Broken glass, that's never good. I'm going to push Shift E to eat whatever's in this area because there's a fridge, a counter, and a stove, so maybe there's stuff to eat. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. So I'm going to eat my fill because I don't have a backpack. I came here kind of hoping to find a backpack, maybe a first aid kit. I'm going to eat the yogurt because it's going to go bad, and you can see the shelf life. It's going to go bad in 20 hours. I want to eat it now. Boom, ate it. Crab cake is next. It's going to go bad. I'll eat one. Good. Now, what's fun about this game... Oh, see? I lost vegan because I had yogurt, and then I lost vegetarian because I had a crab cake. Man, I'm losing all my achievements here. You also don't want to eat too much. You want to get your drink on, too. So, we have grape drink. I'll take it. Let's drink some grape drink. All right. Now I'm full. My thirst is slaked. I'm good to go. I'm going to push escape. Great. Now there's a stove and there's pots and I can boil water here, but there's zombies in this house and I just don't feel safe. So I'm going to close this window, close the curtain on the one that has curtains. I have a tough decision to make. I want to go to the bathroom. This door here is locked. And there's blood on the carpet. That doesn't bode well. I should really get out of here. What am I even doing? And that door is smashed. I see a hat here. I'm going to push G. A bike helmet. That sounds awesome. I'm going to pick it up by pushing A, pushing enter. And I'm going to... I can either put down my plank and wield this thing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it on my head. Cool. So I got my balaclava and my bike helmet, and I'm wielding my thing, and I'm good. I really want to get in that bathroom. I just see it now that there's a bathtub there. That would be super great, but I'm not going to smash the door and let the zombies in the other room know I'm here. There's also books, which is also one of the things I was hoping to find. Modern Rifleman, that probably has some good gun stuff. Let me see if I can just pick it up. And push G, down, A. Was I able to pick it up? You pick it up. Great. Now I have that. I can read that. When I am in a safe place. But I'm going to get out of here now. Well, can I open this door? Interesting. I don't know what this is, but let's push G. We got a flashlight. Bottle of salt water and a towel. I'm going to take the towel. Oh, no I'm not. I'm going to push escape because... can't take it because I'd have to carry it. Well, I wanted it to make bandages out of it because I'm hurt. And I don't have a first aid kit. Let's press G here. There's a mop, a pair of scissors. And a pair of scissors we definitely want because we can make, like I said, the bandages we were just talking about. I just realized I didn't have scissors. I wouldn't have been able to do it. Now I have scissors. I can make bandages. I can make weapons. I'm going to close this door. I'm going to get out of here. I am going to peek in the window. Just a peek. Looks relatively zombie-free. I think I'm going to squeak in and close the window. And close the curtain. Huh. Okay, maybe I'm safe in here. Now, we got a bunch of stuff. Remember, when you want to see a bunch at once, /. Aspirin. Yes. Inhaler. I mean, if you had asthma... And I guess also the NPC at the beginning that we did not talk to, sometimes they can ask for an inhaler. That's one of their quests, so good thing to keep in mind. Cotton balls, cough syrup, gummy vitamin, heartburn medicine, multivitamins, narrow spectrum antibiotic, and a toilet plunger. Well, I'm going to push escape once. I'm going to push Shift E for eat, remember? Now we have our counter, stuff that's on the counter, and then down here is stuff that's on the sink. So I'm going to take an aspirin by pushing enter, because we're in eat mode, so it's going to automatically eat whatever I push enter on. I'm actually going to take 2, because that's just what I've always heard you should do. That's not medical advice. Take a gummy vitamin, because why not? I'm here. Antibiotics. Well, a zombie literally bit me, so I'm going to take an antibiotic. Cotton balls. I don't think there's anything I can do with that right now. I will take a multivitamin just because I'm here. Oh, God. Glass breaking. Now that is not a wump. Yes, I will stop what I'm doing. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. So, clearly a zombie found me. I'm going to run out. Oh, right. The door was locked. You can't unlock it from the inside? Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to try to smash the door. Because now, clearly, we don't care about the noise. Okay, running. All right, let's get the heck out of here. That place is not safe. We need to go home and rest. So I'm going to zoom out. Now, we know we need to go home. So there's a kind of a trick to autopiloting. You could run like I'm doing, but you can also push M for map, target where you want to go, push Shift W, and you see it makes like a little trail. That's pretty neat. Oh, and the marking of the car, it did add a little C to the map, so that's pretty neat. So yeah, I want to go here. Push Shift W again. Do I want to travel to this point? I will highlight it and push Enter. Now it will run you. It's a little buggy in that it will stop you before where you want to go. It'll say you can't reach it, but normally you can, in my experience. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to go into the shelter. Okay. That did not go well. But the good news is my body part that was bleeding is no longer bleeding. And I'm full. I'm full. I drank. I took some vitamins. I got a book to read. So I actually did pretty good. I mean, I was hoping for a bit more, but there's a lot going on. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read. Because I need to take it easy now because I'm hurt. So I'm going to climb this ladder up by pushing, again, less than. And now I'm on the roof. And it is bright out. It is 8 a.m. So I'm going to Shift R to read. I only have one copy of Modern Rifleman on my person, so I'm going to push Enter. So the first time you read a book, you'll get this bunch of blue text in the right-hand side. And it basically just tells you... It tells you what the book can do. I'm sorry, my puppy just bit something off of my curtain, and that's not what he's supposed to be doing. Anyway, it gives you a bunch of blue text. It tells you... Boy, there's so much, I don't even know what that said. So when you want to see the whole log, you can push Shift P, and it will tell you, it will show a full version of the log. Can bring your rifle skill to 1 if you read it. Requires an intelligence of 5 to easily read. Reading it will affect your morale, and it takes 8 minutes per chapter. So not only will you get to raise your rifle skill, not only will you raise your morale, but you also learn all these new recipes for crafting. So looks like I lucked out. That is awesome. Also, self-imposed illiteracy is gone. I think I used that as a reference in the very beginning. So clearly this book has a lot to offer, or magazine, or whatever it is. So I'm going to read. I'm going to take it easy up here. I'm just going to read. Shift R. And it shows you my current skill in parentheses is 0. This magazine can raise it to 1. Plus I learned 59 recipes. Plus I have fun doing it. Wow. Okay. Well, of course I'm going to do it. So I'm going to push Enter. And you get to kind of choose. Do you want to read the whole book? Or read once, as in read one bout of reading. I don't know what that necessarily means. Like maybe a chapter. Or read until you gain a level. So I'm going to read until I gain a level. Because that's basically what one of the most valuable things in the game is to raise your skills. And then you don't need the book anymore. You can toss it. So here we go. I'm going to push enter. Now, as you can see, it's just scrolling. Time is passing, and I am learning, and I need some nicotine. So I'm clearly getting the negative effects of not having a cigarette because I started as a nicotine addict. But on a lighter note, I read. You increase rifles is 1, and I now have a bunch of recipes. So definitely worth reading. I'm going to first of all drop the book by pressing Shift D. What direction do I want to throw the crap I'm going to drop in? Well, below me. Why not? I'm going to push down. And then I'm going to pick Modern Rifleman. Oops, I'm sorry. You have to push to the right and then push enter. I've dropped the book because I don't need it anymore, so I don't need that weight burdening me. And now I'm going to go back downstairs with the greater than. And you know what? I am going to talk to this NPC. So what do we do? What do you think? Well, you push E. Let's see what they want. Maybe they need that inhaler. I'm going to push E because that is the action that the game thinks you are most likely to want to do. Hey, what do you know? It is talk. I'm going to push enter because it's highlighted. This infection is bad. Quite bad. Well, that's frightening. So I have 2 options. I can intimidate them to drop their weapon or tell them to leave. And the game is kind enough to give you a percentage chance of how likely you are to succeed. Neither A nor B seem like great options to me. So I'm going to just go ahead and humor this person and go down the quest line and say, what's the matter? So I'm going to push C. I'm infected badly. I need you to get some good antibiotics for me. Oh, that's funny because we just had antibiotics in that house. I'm going to say I'll do it. A. Oh, thank God. Thank you so much. I won't last more than a couple days, so hurry. I'll just say, okay, not a problem. I'm a nice person, I guess. Do you want to travel with me? Not until I get some antibiotics. I'll push A, say understood, and H to end the conversation. Okay. Cool. Well, we spent a lot of time reading. It's now 5 p.m. My wounds are not in immediate trouble, but I am hurt. So I don't want to overdo it. I'm also hungry and thirsty. I need to find water. There was water in here, so let's walk around and find some water. Probably in the lockers. I'm going to push / / so we can get a really good look. There is a protein ration. I will go ahead and... Oh, and a plastic bottle. I'm going to push enter. No, because it would have taken it and I don't have room. So I guess what I will do then is Shift E for eat. So it'll allow me to eat these things without having to put them in my bag first. I will push enter on this clean water. So there's clean water too. One bottle that's not marked as small can hold 2 charges of water. 2 charges of water should be quite helpful when you're very thirsty, but you don't have to drink it all. If you're trying to ration, the game lets you do that. So there's 2 clean waters inside of 1 bottle. So I'm going to push enter on this. See how it changed me from very thirsty to thirsty? I'm going to push enter on the next one. Still thirsty. Now, I also want to warn you, the game doesn't immediately, I know it looked like it just did, but the game does not immediately just, I drank water, now I'm not thirsty anymore. It doesn't work that way. There's a little bit of a delay to kind of mimic real life. So drinking 2 charges, which is basically 1 regular bottled water, should be enough for now. And I'm going to go ahead and have a protein ration. Okay, now I'm going to push escape. I'm in good shape. Now I'm going to push / again because I'm going to take a blanket. Here's one. Oh, I forgot, no space. Escape. G. Down. Nope, that wasn't where the blanket was. Escape. G. Lower left. There's an emergency blanket. I'm going to push A and enter. So I'm going to have to drop my plank to hold this blanket. And I'm going to do that for now because I'm in a safe place. I'm going to push W. You're going to stop wielding it? What do you want to do? Well, I can't put it in my inventory because I don't have a bag. And I can't wear it because it's literally a plank. So I'm going to drop it. Now I've dropped it on the floor and I'm holding a blanket. Now, I'm going to... Why would I do this? Well, I'm hurt. So I'm going to lay a blanket out downstairs and I'm going to sleep there. So I'm going to go downstairs. And I like this spot and it looks cozy. I'm going to drop my blanket here. Shift D for drop. Where do you want to dump your stuff? To the right. And I'm going to drop the folded emergency blanket. So how to navigate this? Let me just explain. So up and down lets you highlight these items, right? But what if I want to go to the weapon held? I push right? No, you do not. Right is how you activate something. So actually, you push left to navigate. Left, 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 left. Never push right unless you want to do something with that item. So I push left. There's my emergency blanket. I want to select it. So I push the right arrow button now. And now it shows you. You can confirm it before you do it. Items to drop, folded emergency blanket. I'm going to push enter to drop it. There it is. So now there's a blanket on top of a bench. I'm going to stand on top of that and I'm going to sleep. How do we sleep? Well, let's push question mark. Remember, we get this handy dandy search menu. I'm going to type sleep. And hey, it gives you the option to sleep with $. On my keyboard, that's Shift 4. So I'm going to push escape, Shift 4. You sure you want to sleep? Yes, I do. I'm not going to save my game because I don't know what the point is. I just push yes. I'm going to push enter. Now, do you want to set an alarm or do you just want to try to sleep? So in this game, you don't just flick a switch and sleep. You can sometimes have trouble sleeping. If I set an alarm for 3-4 hours, if it's not like a beautiful bed with down quilts and goose feather pillows, you're not going to sleep right away. You're going to do some tossing and turning, and sometimes you'll just wake up without having slept at all. So I'm not going to set an alarm. I got nowhere to be. I ate. I drank. I'm wounded. Sleep is good. It's evening. No reason I shouldn't just sleep to my heart's content. So I'm going to push N, Shift N, or you could always push enter. Now, immediately, it is comfortable. That's great. But you start trying to fall asleep, but you have trouble sleeping, of course. You're on a bench with a blanket. It's comfortable, but it still sucks. So you can either push C to continue, capital C, and it'll ignore all of these I can't sleep messages, or you can just give it up. Let's try again to continue falling asleep. We'll push lowercase c. You toss and turn. So you toss and turn, and as you can see, time has passed. You want to try again? Well, yeah. I'm going to push C again. Lowercase c. Toss and turn, toss and turn. You really want a cigarette. Time has passed. Another half an hour. No luck. Well, I'm just going to ignore everything and sleep. I just want to sleep. I don't care how long it takes. So instead of pressing lowercase c, this time I'm going to press capital C. And you'll see I'll still get all those messages, but it'll ignore them. And then finally you fall asleep. Hey, look, left hand, right hand getting chilly. Really? That's new. You feel well rested. 6 a.m. It's kind of cold. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. But I slept. And as you can see, my mood sucks. You can see it's a red, unhappy face. But my wounds are healing. There was a period. Now it's a slash. It's dark green. Much better. So let's go back upstairs. I'm going to close that with C. Go up with the less than. Now, if I'm chilly, I'm going to wear another jacket. So I'm going to go back down to the locker, push Shift W to wear anything in this area. Remember, we don't have to have it on our person. I'm going to wear another emergency jacket on top of my emergency jacket. Hopefully that'll help with my being chilly. Let me push I. See? So now I'm wearing 2 emergency jackets. So I guess it is a cold area. So I guess I'm thankful for the warmth that will be provided by the balaclava. I'm going to push Shift E because I'm very hungry and thirsty. Let's push Enter on the water. Enter again on the water. Enter on the protein ration. And escape. Cool. All right. Looks like we're as good as we're going to get without having, I don't know, more stuff. So we're going to have to make another run. Unfortunately, that house is full of zombies. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to go pick up my weapon that I dropped. Don't do that. Don't do what Donnie Don't does. I push G to target it. I'm going to push A. Do you want to wield it? Heck yeah, I do. Oh, wait a minute. I have scissors. That means there is some crafting that I can do. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to open the window to get some... Oh, no, I have light. I don't have to open the window. Great. So I'm going to craft something. I have scissors. That should let me craft something, right? Let's find out. So you push ampersand. On my keyboard, it's Shift 7 to craft. Okay, what can we craft? Well, there's weapons, ammo, food, chemicals, electronics, armor, other, and animals. So let's just push Tab to navigate these menus and see what's available. 2x sword? I've never seen that before. That's awesome. Okay, so in the category of weapons, I have the ability with whatever I have in my inventory. Apparently, this takes a tool with cutting of one or more. That's the scissors we picked up, and 2 planks. Wow! And since I'm sitting on these 2 planks because the door broke, I can make that. Gosh, that's kind of neat. But the question would be, does that work with my Escrima ability, or is it something else? A 2x4 with a cross guard and a whittled down point. Not much for slashing, but better than your bare hands. Okay. Techniques when wielded, block. Doesn't, gosh, I'm not entirely sure if that will work with my Escrima or not. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how to confirm that. I know for a fact that the Cudgel works with Escrima. I do not know if the 2x sword does. I might end up making the 2x sword, but the point is, this was actually not what I wanted to show you guys. What I wanted to look at was, oh wow, you lack proficiencies used. I wanted to push Tab and kind of go through. So ammo, there's nothing we can make. Food, nothing in the area. Chem, we can make a blindfold, and we can make a pair of sock mitts if we cut up a pair of socks. But I don't know if that's worth doing. You know, there's individual categories which we can use the numpad to scroll through them. But we don't need to because everything will show up in all, and the stuff you can immediately make will show up on top. I'm going to push Tab. We can make a primitive rock drill, wooden beads, and wooden billets. So there's a lot of cool stuff we can do here. I guess I'm going to go ahead and make a weapon. Before we craft something, I would like to make sure if it's something that will be compatible with my martial arts. So there is a way to confirm this actually, just not from the crafting menu. If you push underbar on your keyboard, so for me that's the Shift minus, but for you it might be something different. I believe it's Shift minus or Shift equal, I'm not sure. Like I said, Japanese keyboard. So if you do the underbar, it'll list your current martial arts. Now, what I want to know about is Escrima, because that's what I picked as a bonus. So it kind of gives you an example or an explanation here, but if you push F1, it'll tell you all about each Escrima move. Now, if you push down the down arrow all the way to the bottom, it'll tell you what weapons will work. Now, we have plank, which is I have wielded, but will a 2x sword work? Well, if you look at this list, which is in alphabetical order, it looks as though the answer is no. So I guess I will not be making a 2x sword, and instead I will make a Cudgel, because that is a weapon that was on the list. So I'm going to push ampersand, Tab. I'm going to make the Cudgel and push enter. Do I want to make it with the plank I'm holding or one of the planks on the floor? Well, I might as well make it with the one I'm holding. Boom. You enter an open guard stance. You're wielding the Cudgel. All right, so now we have a better melee weapon than we originally had. Good. And, well, I think it's time to leave and go out again. So I guess we'll pick another destination and hit the road. Okay, so this is the part where you're most likely to die. And before I venture out, I just want to say it's okay. It's okay. If you die, that's part of the game. That's part of the fun. There are ways to, I don't know, hide your save or copy it elsewhere and kind of play it like a regular video game, but I prefer to play it the way I would have played ADOM or NetHack, and that means one run, you die, you are dead. So if I die, no hard feelings. I mean, I say that now, but when it happens, you might see me look a little bit bummed out. But, you know, it is what it is. It's part of the fun. High stakes, high fun. All right, we're going to push M, take a look. Well, the houses are a mess. There's zombies everywhere. Yeah, there's some cool stuff, but I don't want to risk it. Let's check the mansion. I've never seen a mansion. That sounds like fun. I got my trusty cudgel. I'm wearing my socks. My briefs are kind of messed up. Maybe I should just take them off. Well, anyway. All right, let's go. I guess there's no need to take them off. Let me push exclamation mark. Make sure safe mode is on. Close the door behind me. And let's go. I know I could get the antibiotics for my NPC buddy here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay. So we're just going to keep going in that direction and see what we see. Now, as we mentioned before, this is all randomly generated, so you get your own world. So what is this? Oh, a tulip. I was going to say, there are some flowers you can safely eat. I'm going to grab this rock for the reasons I mentioned earlier, that I like having rocks that I can throw in a pinch. May not be very efficient, but hey, I'm never said I was an expert. There's a dandelion here. I pushed E, and it brought up this menu. Picking it was the thing the game assumed I would want to do. You know what? I do want to pick it. Let's push I and see what we get. We end up with a fresh dandelion. Sometimes you can get seeds. I'm going to eat it. It is edible, so I'm going to activate it. A collection of freshly picked yellow dandelions. In their current raw state, they are quite bitter. Bitter, yes. And as you can see, each food you eat actually has health content. Iron, vitamin C, calcium. It's pretty impressive. And one of the things I really love about this game. So I'm going to eat it. Because it's free food, man. Now, I do understand that the downside to that is, you know, it lowers your morale. You're not thrilled with the idea of eating a dandelion. But whatever, man. Get over it. We need to eat. We're walking. Uh-oh. Okay. Still good. Nope, we've stopped. Why have we stopped? I see a corpse in the lower left, and I see a zombie... Or no, I'm sorry. I see a zombie in the lower left, and there's a corpse in the lower right. What to do here? Pushing Shift V shows the zombie. The zombie can't see me. So he doesn't know I'm here. I've seen him before he's seen me. I'm pushing Escape. You know, he's right in the path that I need to go to. For now, though, I'm going to step back. Oh, I'm going to turn off safe mode with exclamation point. I'm going to step back. I'm going to go to the right a little bit because I am curious about this corpse situation. And I'm going to turn safe mode back on with exclamation point and see how far I can get before it triggers. Okay, so now we got a dead human. What's the deal here? Pushing G to see what we got. Bikini top and a hairpin and ankle socks. What is it, roller girl? Wearing a sweatshirt. This person has a wallet. Interesting. Well, here's the thing. We are in a post-apocalyptic world, so the wallet is not exactly the most useful thing in the world. Sometimes they have money in them. Nobody cares about money, or I guess there is bartering where money can be involved, but I just haven't had the opportunity to do that. I have heard, though, that money works in vending machines, so it could be worth picking up. Let's pick it up anyway. I'm going to pick it up. And, well, hey, we see our trusty yellow exclamation, or a yellow triangle. That means this human could rise up and murder us, so we're going to have to push S to smash and do what they refer to as pulping the corpse. So, it is now dead, dead, dead. as Beetlejuice might say. Oh, there's some water over there. Well, we don't have anything to wash with. We'll worry about that later. So what's in the wallet? Well, we push I to get up the inventory, and now we can scroll down with the down arrow. In our pants, we have the wallet, and in the wallet, we have 8 $10 bills. Okay, simple. Let's keep going. Oh, safe mode triggered. What do we see? Same zombie as before, I think. Well, what do we do here? First, we turn off safe mode so we can move. I'm going to get a little closer to kind of see what the situation looks like. But I have to be very careful because zombies will come after you quick. Okay, so there's not just one, there's 3. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to stand here for a minute. Actually, I'm going to confirm. Can he see me? He cannot. So what I'm going to do, this is risky, but I'm going to sneak a bit, not sneak, but I'm just going to walk closer till he can see me. Okay, now he sees me. The others cannot. So this one is going to be coming toward me. So now I'm going to run away. And he's going to chase me. But I'm going to run to a point that I feel is safer, nearer my evacuation center. There's some grass here that can sometimes slow them down if you time it right, because you can walk through it, or you can like kind of dart through, but the zombies can't necessarily because they just don't think that hard. So I'm going to run away, maybe get him within rock throwing distance. He's still coming. Is he the only one? Yes, he is. So as I mentioned earlier, the number of zombies in this game is finite. So once you killed them all, you killed them all. And I'm sure there's only like 1 million of them, so hey, that's realistic, huh? All right. He's within, well, I'm going to try to throw a rock. Now, I know there are probably actual, seasoned veterans of this game who are going to be like, why would you do that? I don't know, that's just how I play. And part of the reason people, I think, watch this is because they're not going to get spoiled really crazy because I'm kind of new myself. And I just play the heck out of the beginning parts. So here we go. T to throw. What do you want to throw? I want to throw the one rock I have. I'm going to drop my cudgel to do it. And I'm going to push F, as it says here, F, current aim, moves to fire, 106. Here we go. Flaking, you will, well, looks like I totally missed. Well, whatever, I'm going to push G. Point of interest is my cudgel. It's below me, so below you to pick something up, you push period. Oh no, I'm sorry, it automatically targeted. Never mind, you push A, wield it, and we're wielding it. So I guess we're going to do this. I'm going to push 5 on the numpad waits. It just passes a turn where you do nothing. Gosh, this is really just going to end up being a one-on-one fight because I'm just in the middle of a field and there's nothing I can really do unless I can get him on the other side of a bush or something. And then maybe he'll walk through. Okay, now I get first hit. So I have my cudgel in hand. Here we go. I'm going to attack by pushing the lower left, which is 1. Boom. How'd that work? You snapped him for 9. All right, sweet. I'm going to back up 1. Of course he's going to follow me. I'm going to back up another. I don't remember. Was he faster than me? Let's push Shift V again. He's slower than me. Okay, I'm going to push Escape to get out of that. So if he's slower than you, you can definitely time it in such a way that you can take him out. So I'm going to go around this. I'm going to put the bush between him and me. I'm pushing 5 to just wait as he figures out how to get through. There he goes. He's in the bush. Now I'm going to smack him. Boom. Dang, I missed. What's the point of fighting? I don't know what that means, but that's kind of scary. Maybe my mood... Oh, because my mood is low, so I'm obviously not putting my all into it. That's not good, but it's because I haven't... I've been eating dandelions and not doing other fun stuff. I'm going to back up. Let him come out. Boom, and hit again. Miss. I'm going to back up. kind of repeat. You got to be extra careful, but that's one of the things I like about this. Every game, you have to be careful because it will end you if you make a wrong move. Don't catch you slipping now. I'm going to play Ring Around the Rosie with this thing. Okay, he's in the middle. Now, boom. Critical. And he's stunned. So that's from Escrima and having a Cudgel. So he's stunned. I'm going to take another shot. I missed. That's less than ideal. I'm going to step back. Take another shot. Boom. Snapped him out for 11. I'm going to take another step back. Okay. So if you really want to check his life, I don't know if you noticed, but when you hit him, it actually displays the life for just a moment in bars. That's pretty quick, though. So if I press semicolon, we get our trusty cursor that we can move with the numpad. We highlight him, and you can see he's down to 2 life. So he's almost dead. I just got to keep at this a little more. So I'm going to back up. I'm going to, again, try to keep the bush in front of me, and then boom! Critical again. Precisely hit him. 14 damage. Very nice. Going to back up. Precisely hit him. 16. One more. Boom. Oh, nope. One more. Boom. No? Are you serious? Come on, man. There we go. Hey, look at that. Perfect. I didn't even take a hit. It just messed up my mood some. So what we're going to do is we're going to search first. He has a flannel jacket. That sounds like something I might want. But it's filthy. It's covered in, zombie nastiness. You can wash these things. I don't recommend it unless it's something that you really want. So far, though, a lot of female zombies in this area, I'm noticing. And a stylish wallet with 42 items in it. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess I'll take that. You know what? I will take the flannel. No, it's... You know what? Never mind, I won't. It's too damaged. Even if I clean it, it's still damaged. I'm going to push enter. I'm going to push I to see what I got in this fancy pants wallet. Food Place loyalty cards, gold gas discount, some change. Okay. I'll sort through that later. For now, though, we have to pulp this zombie. So S for smash. Boom. Handled. Alrighty. You know what? Since I'm this close to home, I think I will drop some things off because it does say that I am overweight. So I'm going to go home. Close the door here. I'm going to open the window because I know there's no zombies in this general area. I'm going to kind of look at all of the stuff here. Is there anything I want? No, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift D to drop. I'm going to push the number 1 to aim for this locker at my lower left. And what do I want to put in it? Well, I don't need to carry all of this stuff. So I think what I will do is I'm going to put my wallets away. And that's it. And then I do want to keep 1 cash card and maybe some cash, just in case. So what I will do is I will push... Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure if this is going to work, so it did work, so now I'm going to explain it. So if you ever want to take things out of a wallet, or if you want to take the batteries out of a flashlight, or pour the water out of a container, there's a very helpful command that's unload. To unload, you push Shift U. Now, just like when you're wearing something or when you're eating something with Shift E, you can target things that are in your vicinity. It doesn't have to be on your person. So I don't want to unload a bunch of crap out of a wallet into my pockets. So I'm going to unload the stylish wallet. And I believe... Does it go in my inventory? Oh gosh, it did go in my inventory. Well, I assumed it would go into the locker, but the wallet itself is in the locker, and now that all the crap from the wallet is in my inventory. That's fine. I'm going to push Shift D to drop it. I'm going to highlight the locker to my lower left, and I'm going to dump all the stuff I don't feel is essential. I'll keep a cash card, because I do feel like that could be useful. You know what? I'm trying to quit cigarettes, so I'm going to keep my cigarettes here. If I really need them, I'll come back and get them. Food Place loyalty cards, I believe, are useless. I think they're just flavor. Gas card maybe would be useful if I had a vehicle, but for now I'm not going to worry about it. I will keep the dollar bills in case I find a vending machine. But I don't need all of it, so I'm going to push the number 6 because I'm going to put $6 back. So remember, instead of having to push right to put a plus to say we want all of it, we can push a number first. So I'm going to push the number 6. Then I'm going to push the right arrow key. And that means we're going to drop the... I know we use the command drop, but technically we're putting it in the locker. Discount cards, don't need to. We'll put those away. $10 bills, $20 bills. I can't imagine that's going to be useful right now. So I'm going to push right and right to make sure they're all highlighted. Then I'm going to push enter. And all of that stuff, as you can see, has been put away. So we're good. I'm going to look around a little bit for... See, we already kind of have the stuff we need to... We could make a washing kit. In fact, maybe I'll do that now. Let me do that. So I'm going to push G. I'm going to pick up this scrub brush. I have to drop my cudgel for the time being. So I have a scrub brush. And you need a... What else do you need? A rag? You need a plank. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Okay, so first of all, remember here we broke the door down, so there's a lot of planks on the floor. So I'm going to push ampersand to craft. That's the crafting menu. And I want to make something that can wash. How can I find something that I can wash with? Well, I know this isn't obvious, so I could just tell you. But basically, if you go to other, there you can make a washboard. If you have a plank, you can make a washboard. If you make a washboard, you can wash clothes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It requires one plank, and it requires a tool with cutting. I do have scissors, so let's do it. I'm going to drop my scrub brush for now. I'm going to drop it on the ground. Okay, so sometimes this happens and it's a little hard to explain, but basically I started it, but I didn't do it because of I don't know, it's a UI thing. Long story short, if you get a message that says wield and activate the in-progress washboard to start crafting, then all you have to do is push I. Nope, I'm sorry. All you have to do is push G, period, because it's at your feet, and then pick it up with A, because you need to highlight it. You need to use the letter that corresponds. Push A. Dispose of your scrub brush. Sure. Drop it. Okay. Now I'm wielding the washboard. That means I'm ready to work. So I'll push I for inventory, left to highlight it, then enter, and of course I want to activate it. I want to use it, which means I'm going to make it. Boom. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you could do that. You mess up and destroy the plank. Well, that's a first. I've never seen that happen. I guess you can't just make them all willy-nilly. Let's try it again, shall we? Ampersand. I know it said I have nothing left, but to be fair, there were several planks. Thank goodness. So, ampersand, I push tab to scroll through here. We see washboard. But let me show you another way to make the washboard. I'm going to push escape. Here's another way. If you didn't know where to look, you could push ampersand, which brings up your menu here, and you can push F. Then you could type in literally anything that you want to try to make. So I know I want to make a washboard, so I'm going to type in wash and push enter. Okay, washboard. Here it is. It's highlighted already, so I'll just push enter. Boom! You craft the washboard. Now you have a washboard. All right? A washboard will let you wash clothes, but I like to take it one step further than that. You can make something called a wash kit that'll let you wash hard items. I'm going to push ampersand again. F for find the recipe. I'm going to type in wash, and hey, there's a washing kit. All you need is a washboard and a scrub brush. Well, I happen to have a scrub brush, so I'm going to push enter. Boom, now we have a washing kit. That is useful if you have water. I don't have water here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk downstairs. First of all, I'm going to close the window because that's irresponsible. I'm going to go downstairs with the greater than. I'm going to open the door and I'm going to drop my wash kit. Right here. Push right and just drop it. It's on the floor now. Now, why did I do that? Well, because you need water. Guess what has water? Toilets. You can't drink it unless you boil it or treat it somehow, but you can wash with it. So I know it's not ideal, but there it is. So if we ever need to wash something, we're set now. Okay, back to it. We have everything we need. We're ready. We're still overweight. Why? Oh, and I have to find my cudgel. I forgot my cudgel. Where did I drop my cudgel? Oh my goodness. Ah, there we are. Okay, so we pick up our cudgel. / to just see real quick what's around here. I really need food. / again. See here? Detergent. / again. We have the first aid kit. But since I wasn't hurt, we don't need to use it. I'm going to go check the lockers again to make sure there's no food and water. Uh-oh. There's food, but there's no water. It's / here. Uh-oh, guys. That's not great. Okay, so I don't have anything to drink at all. That's great. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat my protein ration. Thought it would help me not be overweight. I was wrong. And we're going to go. We only have what we need. I'm going to go for it.